Hey there, welcome back friends. In this video we will move forward, and for example I click on Samsung, then we get this horrible output. This is strange, this is horrible. So let's improve on the view file, the overall look and feel of this view. So let me open this up. So first of all, let us open up the controller store.java, and we can easily make out that there are like only one view. We are like reusing the Samsung view for Apple again, right? So we were too lazy to create a yet another view for Apple which will display the Apple devices. Indeed, there is no need to create two views again. So that was something which we didn't did, but this time what we will do, first of all we will create a generic view, and the view name would be view devices, right? Let me copy this name, let me paste it in here as well, and let me rename this file, which is samsung.jsp. We will rename this to view devices.jsp. Let me click on OK. Alright, so here is the file. Cool enough, nice enough. Let me expand this. First thing first, which device we are displaying? First of all, we need to extract the brand name, and if I show you the devices thing, in devices we have two things. Firstly, we have a list of devices, and we also have a brand name thing, right? So we can extract that, and that is fairly straightforward. Here what we will do, we will make use of this particular object devices. Object devices is nothing but the object of this class devices. So this will contain the brand name and the list of devices, right? Let me expand this. So here, how we can extract a specific field? Very simple. We will make use of the dot operator and give the name of the property, which is brand name, and we will get the name of the brand. Cool enough, nice. And then here again we will say list of devices dot brand name, and then we will also mark this as a h3 thing. That would be good, heading 3. Here we go. And we will also add a horizontal row, and then we will loop over our list. Now whenever we are looping over the list, always JSTL is the way to go, and that is the way we will make use of it. All right, so in order to do that, we need to import the tag lib, and in order to get the tag lib, we will navigate to studyeasy.org, and we will search for JSTL tag lib. So search JSTL tag lib. You can also Google this, and you can get it from any website, but as a content creator I cannot refer to third-party websites, so we will navigate here in our own website, and we will simply copy this tag lib and navigate to Eclipse or STS to be very specific, and here we will paste the tag lib. Now only pasting the tag lib is not enough, so definitely we will again navigate to Google, and we will Google for JSTL Maven, and here is the search result. Let me click on the search result, and this will give us some kind of warning in here that the artifact has been moved. So let me click on this moved URL. If I click on this will give us two versions. So version 1.2 is the latest version, we will go with it. I will click this particular dependency. I will open up STS. Here is the pom.xml file. Now friends, there are few things which I will discuss in just a minute. First of all, let me get rid of the spaces and add the dependency, format things a little, and save the changes. So here we have the JSTL API. In our previous videos we have added the JSP API, but a servlet API is not there. We have Tomcat servlet API rather. So here if we scroll down, there are a couple of compiled dependency. One is JSP API, which we have already added, but the servlet API is not added. So let us quickly add that. It will again give us this warning that this has been moved to some other location. Let me navigate there. In fact, let me click on this link and go for the stable version, which is version 2.5. That is a better version. Let me copy this, take a note of the URL. Version is 2.5. We won't use the newer version, which is alpha release. Go with the final release, which is 2.5 as of now. When you will be like practicing or you will be developing, the version may vary, so take a note of it. Sometimes there could be some issues with dependency, so you need to experiment a little. You may have to Google a little based on the dependencies, because we are manually adding these dependencies, so sometimes it may happen. For example, in here, I add these dependency, but again JSTL is not added yet. The reason being, we are making use of a Spring Boot environment, and here we are making use of what? We are making use of embedded Tomcat. As a result, there is a yet another dependency which we have to add, else you will get a error. It is standard jar. So search for standard jar. And here the second thing is taglib standard. Go with this one, and it is moved to somewhere else. Again, let me click on this, version 1.2.5. let me click on this, and it readily says an implementation of JSP standard tag library. So we need to also add this into our pom.xml. Then only our Tomcat will, our project will have the support of JSTL. Alright, so there are these small little things which we have to understand, we have to find, and indeed, even I have spent quite some time to understand why my program was not executing because of this missing jar. So many a time we have to like experiment. Google skills are very important as a software developer. Alright, now let me relaunch this application so that we will get the changes. And let me also open up the view devices.jsp. So here we have a few things added. List of devices, brand name, devices. Let me complete this. Here we go. And here we need to make use of what? We will make use of for each from JSTL core tag. There are a few things here, like items and variable. First of all, we will give the variable name as device, and apart from that, here we need to also make use of something known as items, right? So items will have the list. Now here is the catch. Let me show you. Here is our store.java, and we are passing the object, and we have given the name of the object as devices, which is cool, no problem here. So here it would be like $symbol devices, but the object name is devices. And if we navigate to devices.jar, inside the object there are two properties, devices and brand name. So here we need to access this list. This list is a property inside the class, so take a note of it. So it would be like devices.devices. All right, and when we would like to list the information here, what we need to do, we need to extract the information from devices, and the list is of type device. Again, take a note of it. And inside the device, if we check, there are again these properties, name and type. Getting my point? So we have to try to understand how to extract information properly, then only we would be able to extract information properly. So here we will create a unordered list first. Let me close the unordered list. After this, for each, and inside this for each we will create a list, and here we will do what? We will extract the information. So it would be like device oops, it would be like this: dollar symbol, device dot name, and then we can like add some other information. For example, we can add a colon and use yet another thing. In fact, let us add couple of labels, that would be better. Name, device name, category, colon, device dot type. That would be rather a better format. I am not sure how it will look, but let us check. And we will also add a BR tag here. And that's it, I would say. This looks good. Let me relaunch the application. Alright, so here let me click on Samsung. Alright, so this looks good. Name Note 9, category smartphone. Name S10, category smartphone. Good enough. Fairly decent UI, not rocket science. Apple, again, good enough. So our application is working, and the final step to make this application a better application would be to remove these hard-coded URLs. So it's been quite some time that we are going with this hard-coded URL, but finally from the next video we will work in that direction so that we can remove these hard-coded URLs. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.